Yes, welcome back. I will just continue reading. This is Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville. That's a brand that's selling drinks and burgers. And I was reading about a seaplane called a Grumman Albatross. They have one in Orlando, this Margaritaville bar and dining. They have a Grumman Albatross on display in Orlando, so I will read it here in Universal Orlando. It's a kind of theme park like Disney Park in Orlando. They have called Universal City Walk, and they have a Margaritaville bar and dining, and there I can find this Grumman Albatross called Hemisphere Dancers. But let's read about, he died like 2 weeks ago, only 1st September, so he died only 2 weeks ago. I saw it on, actually I saw it on my Twitter too. But I don't know him, I have not listened to his music. I am interested in a seaplane, he had a seaplane. But he have not used since 2002. But let's read about it. He's a famous American singer and songwriter. So read loud.
Jimmy Buffett. Jimmy Buffett in 2008, born James William Buffett, December 25. 1946, Pascagoula, Mississippi U.S. Died September 1, 2023, aged 76, Sag Harbor, New York U.S. Education, University of Southern Mississippi, B.A., Occupation singer-songwriter, musician, author, businessman. Years active 1964-2023, 1. Spouses Margie Washich, M. 1969, Div. 1972. Jane Slacks Fall, M. 1977. Children 3, including Savannah Buffett. Musical career, origin Asheville, Tennessee. James William Buffett, the 25th of December, 1946, September 1, 2023, was an American musician and singer-songwriter. 10. He was best known for his tropical rock, 2, music, which often portrayed a lifestyle described as island escapism. 11. And promoted enjoying life and following passions. 12. Buffett recorded hit songs known as the Big 8. Sad Smiley. 13. Margaritaville, 1977, which is ranked 234th on the Recording Industry Association of America's list of songs of the century. Come Monday, 1974, Fins, 1979. Volcano, 1979, A Pirate Looks at 40, 1974, Cheeseburger in Paradise, 1978, Why Don't We Get Drunk, 1973, and Changes in Latitudes, Changes in Attitudes, 1977. His other popular songs include Son of a Sailor, 1978, One Particular Harbor, 1983, and It's 5 O'Clock Somewhere, 2003. 14. He formed the Coral Reefer Band in 1975. 15. Of the over 30 albums released by Buffett, 8 are certified gold and 9 are certified platinum or multi-platinum. 16. In total, Buffett sold over 20 million albums. 3. Buffett also parlayed the island escapism lifestyle of his music into several business ventures, including Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville restaurant chain, the now defunct Cheeseburger in Paradise restaurant chain, and ventures in hotels, casinos, liquor, and retirement communities. Buffett was one of the world's richest musicians, with a net worth of $1 billion. 17. He was also a best-selling author. His devoted fan base, composed mostly of baby boomers, are known as parathetes. 18. Buffett died on the 1st of September, 2023, age 76, in his home in Sag Harbor, New York, due to complications from Merkel cell carcinoma, a rare and aggressive skin cancer, with which he had been diagnosed 4 years earlier. 3. His final studio album, Equal Strain on All Parts, is scheduled for release on November 3, 2023. 19. Early life. Buffett was born on the 25th of December, 1946, in Pascagoula, Mississippi, 20, and spent part of his childhood in Mobile and Fairhope, Alabama. He was the son of Mary Lorraine, née Peets, died the 25th of September, 2003, 21, and James Delaney. U.S. Genres: tropical rock, 2, 3. Country, 4. Country rock, 5. Folk rock, 6. Calypso, 7. Easy listening, 8. Pop, 9. Instrument, S. Vocals. Guitar. Ukulele. Labels: Barnaby. ABC. Doonhill. MCA. Marguerite Avil. Island Definite Jam. Polygram. Mailboat. Atlantic. RCA. Website edgemebuff.com. Buffett, Jr., died the 1st of May, 2003, who worked for the United States Army Corps of Engineers. 22, 23, 24. He has two younger siblings, Laurie, born 1948, and Lucy, born 1953. 11, 25. As a child, he was exposed to sailing. His grandfather, James Delaney Buffett, was a steamship captain from Newfoundland, and his father was a marine engineer and sailor. These experiences later influenced his music. 26, 24. He was raised by Jesuits as a Catholic and was an altar boy. 27, 28. In 1961, after seeing a folk music group perform in Biloxi, Mississippi, Buffett realized that he wanted to be a musician. 28. His first performance was a month later at Ahwahnee, where he played a stellar guitar. 28. Buffett attended St. Ignatius School, where he played the trombone in the school band. 29. He graduated from McGill Institute in 1964. 30. 31. Buffett enrolled at Auburn University and was taught how to play guitar by a Kappa Sigma fraternity brother to garner attention from girls. 24. 31. Buffett failed out of Auburn. After a year, in April 1966, unable to balance his newfound interests in music and girls with his college classes. 32. In 1966, he played acid rock in a band called the Upstairs Alliance that was trying to sound like Jefferson Airplane. 28. He continued college at Pearl River Community College and the University of Southern Mississippi in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, where he received a bachelor's degree in history in 1969. In college, he worked in a shipyard as an electrician and welder. 26. He avoided serving in the Vietnam War due to a college deferment and a failed physical exam. 33. Music. After graduating in 1969, Buffett moved to New Orleans and often held street performances for tourists on Decatur Street and played for drunken crowds in the former Bayou Room nightclub on Bourbon Street. 34. 11. In 1970, he moved to Nashville, Tennessee, to further his country music career. He did not have much luck with music jobs but got a job working as an editorial assistant. 28. For Billboard, where he was the first to report that the bluegrass duo Flat and Scruggs had disbanded. 35. 11. Buffett signed a 2-album contract with Barnaby Records. 36. He released his first album, the country-tinged folk rock record Down to Earth. In August 1970, it sold 324 copies. 11. The masters of his second album, High Cumberland Jubilee, recorded in 1971 in Berry Hill, Tennessee, were allegedly lost by the label before the album was released, although they were found in 1976, once Buffett became popular. 36. In the fall of 1971, after an impromptu audition, Buffett was hired by the Exit/In, a Nashville club, as the opening act for recording artist Diane Davidson. Unhappy with the business climate in Nashville and with his first marriage heading for divorce, Buffett took up an offer by fellow country singer Jerry Jeff Walker, whom he had met while working as a journalist in Nashville, for lodging in his house in Coconut Grove. In November 1971, they went to Key West on a busking expedition. Buffett liked it so much that he moved it in the spring of 1972. 37. There, he got involved in the literary scene, meeting writers Thomas McEwan, who married Buffett's sister. 33. Jim Harrison, Tom Corcoran, and Truman Capote winking sad smiley. 3. Sex and drugs were plentiful. 38. He was hired by David Wolkowski, playing for drinks at the Chart Room Bar in the Pier House Motel. 39. There he met his second wife. 15. From a connection he made there, he was hired as the first mate on the yacht of industrialist Foster Talge, heir to the rival company, which became his D-job. 40. 41. In 1973, Buffett signed a recording contract with ABC/Dunhill Records, then run by Don Gant. After the death of Jim Cruz in a plane crash in September 1973, Dunhill promoted Buffett as a replacement. 42. Buffett's second release and his first release on ABC/Dunhill Records was a white sport coat and a pink crustacean, recorded at Tom Paul Glass's studio on Music Row and released in June 1973. 43. The album featured the hit singles Grapefruit Juicy Fruit and Why Don't We Get Drunk, as well as I Have Found Me a Home, written about his experiences in Key West. 43. He used the money he made from the album to buy his first boat. 26. Living and Dying in 3/4 Time, recorded in October 1973 and released in February 1974, deviated from the Island theme of his other albums. It included Come Monday, written for his then-girlfriend and future wife. 15. His first single to place on the Billboard Hot 100. A 10, released in December 1974, included A Pirate Looks at 40, written about a drug smuggler. In 1975, Buffett formed the Coral Reefer Band. 15. Buffett credits his future wife for cleaning up their look, replacing their ripped Levi jeans and collarless shirts. 15. The band was the opening act for the Eagles in August 1975. 44. Buffett performing at Clemson University in 1977. Havana Daydreamin', produced by Don Gant, was released in January 1976. In January 1977, he released Changes in Latitudes, Changes in Attitudes, which, in addition to the title track, featured his breakthrough hit song Margaritaville. 43. Buffett claims that he wrote most of the song in 6 minutes. 3. Ironically, while it attempts to negatively portray tourists in Key West, it led to an increase in tourism to the city. 45. That year, he sublet his apartment in Key West to Hunter S. Thompson. 45. Buffett first traveled to St. Barthélemy in 1978, 26, and moved there shortly thereafter, where he got the inspiration for songs and characters in his books. 46. In March 1978, he released Son of a Sailor. In addition to the title track, it featured Cheeseburger in Paradise, which reached number 32 on the Hot 100. 35. In August 1979, he released Volcano, which included Fins and the title track. 47. In 1983, Buffett filed and won a lawsuit against Kaikais for attempting to trademark Margaritaville as a drink special. 48. In October 1985, he released the compilation album Songs You Know by Heart, which included all of the Big 8 songs and was his best-selling album, selling over 7 million copies by 2005. 16. In 1994, Buffett duetted with Frank Sinatra on a cover of Mac the Knife on Sinatra's final studio album Duets 2. 49. In 1996, Buffett penned the song Jamaica Mistaker for his Banana Wind album based on a January 1996 incident in which Buffett's Grumman Who 16 airplane named Hemisphere Dancer was shot at by Jamaican police, who believed the craft to be smuggling marijuana. 50. The aircraft sustained minimal damage. The plane was carrying Buffett, as well as Bono of U2, his wife, and 2 children, and Island Records producer Chris Blackwell, and co-pilot Bill Dindy. The Jamaican government acknowledged the mistake and apologized to Buffett. 50. In April 1998, Buffett released an album of songs from a musical theater production he co-created based on Herman Wouk's novel, Don't Stop the Carnival. It was certified gold. 16. Buffett's song Math Sucks, released in May 1999, was condemned by the U.S. National Council of Teachers of Mathematics and the National Education Association for its alleged negative effect on children's education. 51. Comedian Jon Stewart also criticized the song on The Daily Show during a segment called Math is Quite Pleasant. 52. By 1999, Buffett had shifted to a more relaxed concert schedule of around 20-30 dates per year, with infrequent back-to-back nights, preferring to play only on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. The schedule provided the title of his 1999 live album. 53. In 2003, he partnered in a partial duet with Alan Jackson for the song It's 5 O'Clock Somewhere, which spent a then-record 8 weeks atop the Hot Country Songs charts. 54. 55. This song won the 2003 Country Music Association Award for Vocal Event of the Year, Buffett's first award in his 30-year recording career. 56. Buffett's album License to Chill, released on the 13th of July, 2004, sold 238,500 copies in its first week of release, according to Nielsen SoundScan. With the album, Buffett topped the US Pop Albums chart for the first time in his career. 57. In May 2005, Buffett signed an agreement with Sirius Satellite Radio to broadcast Radio Margaritaville, which, from its founding in 1998, was broadcast only online. 58. 59. The channel broadcasts from the Margaritaville Resort Orlando in Kissimmee, Florida. In August 2006, Buffett released the album Take the Weather With You, which hit number 1 on the country chart. 60. The album included Breathe In, Breathe Out, Move On, written in honor of the survivors of Hurricane Katrina. 61. In August 2007, Buffett was nominated at the Country Music Association Awards for the Event of the Year award for his song Hey Good Looking, which also features Alan Jackson and George Strait. 62. Also in August 2007, Buffett received a star on the Mohegan Sun Walk of Fame. 63. Buffett performing in January 2008. In April 2010, a double CD of performances recorded during the 2008 and 2009 tours called Encores was released exclusively at Walmart, walmart.com, and margaritaville.com. 64. In 2010, He was named the 10th biggest touring artist of the decade, with 4.5 million ticket sales over the previous 10 years. 45. Since Wyatt Durrett, co-writer of the song Knee Deep, was a fan of Buffett's, Buffett partnered